You.
Thanks, Pete. Does this scene look familiar to you?
Honey, look at all your awards. That's great.
He's my champion.
Well, I didn't know they made 9th place ribbons.
Oh, Jack, they got him all the way up to 10th place.
Everybody gets a medal. That's now official policy in one Idaho classroom. A teacher in that state has implemented a no-fail policy to students. As long as they show up, keep their eyes open, they pass. Is that a good idea? Here for a fair and balanced debate, former Fairfax County School Board member Stuart Gibson and child and adolescent family therapist Darby Fox. Welcome to you both. So, Darby, the lesson of this policy is pretty clear. Mediocre is good enough. As long as you are breathing, you'll succeed. But that's not an attitude that will take you far in life, will it?
Well, I don't think that that is exactly the message they're trying to send. If the teacher is trying to create an environment to encourage kids to come and participate and grow, she's trying to establish a learning environment that if you're not the 99, you're not getting a 99, you can go ahead and come and there's a place for you. It comes across a little, everybody gets to pass, makes you think, oh, I'm not going to do anything. But that's not really what she's trying to do.
Okay, well, let's go to the actual quote, Stuart. Here it is. Quote, this guarantee, this is from the teacher, states that if you have a 90% attendance record, have no missing assignments, put forth good effort, and display good/positive behavior throughout the year, then no matter what their grade is, I will pass them with a 70%. By the way, hats off to this teacher for being so direct and straightforward and honest about what her actual policy is. I think a lot of teachers have this policy. She says it. So why is it bad to reward kids for effort?
I don't think it's a bad idea to reward kids for effort, but I think the point of assessment in school is, have the students learn the material? Can they demonstrate proficiency or mastery in the subject matter that the class is supposed to be teaching? And if they can't do that, they shouldn't get a passing grade, regardless of how often they show up.
Well, I wonder, Darby, it seems to me if this is a good idea, then why not expand it to, say, flight schools or medical schools? You know, as long as a surgeon kind of shows up and has a positive attitude, he ought to get an MD, don't you think?
Well, actually, medical school is a school where you start off for your first year and a half, and many of them are pass-fail because they're trying to encourage group learning. It's an apprenticeship. We've learned now that people actually retain better, and children especially, if they are doing a hands-on project or group process, and that's how they learn best. So in medical school, actually, the first year and a half, many places is pass-fail.
Okay, well, you just made me not want to go to the doctor. I wonder, Stuart, would you be comfortable flying on a plane if you knew the pilot had gone to a flight school with this policy, where as long as he showed a good attitude, he passed?
Well, and that's the problem. We're not talking about pass-fail. We're talking about pass-pass. Even if you fail, you pass. I would be uncomfortable with a student getting a grade that reflected something that they didn't earn.
Interesting.
And the same thing with pilots and doctors.
Yeah, I think the more you know about the actual criteria in higher education, maybe the more fearful you would become. Thanks, both of you, for coming. That was really interesting.
Thank you.